Welcome to Cooking with Stub. It's been a while, I'm sorry. So today we are going to do a little Meatfest with some roasted potatoes and greens as sides. We're going to be doing some baby back ribs in the smoker, along with some smoked bologna, and I'm going to show you how to make fat boys. So, with baby back ribs, there's like 3 ways you can do this. Some people don't peel the membrane off the back of the ribs. Some people score the membrane on the back of the ribs. Some people don't even mess with the membrane on the back of the ribs. I peel my membrane. It comes off really easy. After you've rinsed your ribs off, I start right in through here at the short point. Don't cut yourself. And just get your knife, or you can do it with a spoon, right underneath that skin, and then get your finger underneath it, and then just grab hold. There it goes. If you want to do hash marks, I'll do hash marks on one. Sit there, and you're just gonna cut across the membrane like this. This way, whether you're grilling them or you're smoking them, the membrane on the back will peel back, and it's honestly, I think this is more work than actually peeling the membrane off. But there's that way. Smoked bologna. This is just a, I think it was like $2.99 roll bologna at the local Kroger's. It might be Tennessee Pride, I'm not sure. I'm gonna be real honest with you here. I'm about to tell you some finer points of peeling the rind off of the bologna. So make you a shallow cut. So if you just peel straight up, you are going to take meat with you. You don't want to do that. You want to love the bologna. But if you peel it back against itself, you won't have any loss of meat. So then you're going to cut little cross marks, very shallow, just barely run your knife across the top of the bologna, because we're about to season bologna. What I do, I just take the same thing that I put on ribs, spice for spice, and I put on the bologna. Before we season anything up, I'll show you how to make a fat boy. With a fat boy, take your roll, regular breakfast sausage. Now you can do them with cheese or without cheese. I'm gonna do one of each. So basically, all you're doing is smoking a whole roll of plain old breakfast sausage. It totally changes the flavor of the breakfast sausage. It's crazy. It's really good. It's simple to do. Everybody seems to like it. Okay, flatten out your sausage a little bit if you're going to do cheese. I'm using a smoked Gouda with bacon. And I'm just going to cut off a little knob. And I'm just going to sit it right there. Would you like to try this one with bacon?
I would love to try this smoked Gouda with bacon.
It's really good. I want to try this one with bacon. Here you go.
It looks like you're giving it to the audience.
It's really good.
It's a Gouda.
It's a good Gouda. This is why you use plastic wrap. Hold your sauce, because you got to roll it back out. Fold your sausage up on the ends. If you worked at Taco Bell, you have an advantage. I've never worked at Taco Bell. Okay. There you go. Make sure your sausage is all sealed up so your cheese is not going to leak out. And there's a fat boy with cheese. Okay. Now we're seasoning meat. Normally, I make just a little regular rub. Just brown sugar, garlic, some seasoned salt, some Cajun seasoning, a little bit of paprika, stuff like that. But I went to Sam's the other day and I seen this pork barrel barbecue over at Sam's. And these guys have been on, what's it called? Shark Tank. And why not support the little guy? And it smells and tastes really good. Whenever you're rubbing ribs, season generously. Slather that seasoning on there. You don't want it to cake on, but you want enough to taste. And this is when I let the palsy take over because I'm shaky anyway. Measure garlic with your heart. And there's that. Get a little brown sugar. So good and tasty. I'm sorry. Josh wanted me to do that. I apologize. Okay. Massage the meats. Make sure you're getting all the seasoning in there. Slather it around. Smack it. Let the meat know that you're in charge. And we're going to season up the bologna. The easiest way that I season up the bologna is I just put some stuff on the plate. Just put a little brown sugar down. Brown sugar's good. You can't ever have too much brown sugar. This garlic. And that. Okay, so take your rolled bologna. See all the hash marks. And just roll through those delicious herbs and spices. Get your ends real good so that you got good coverage. And I realize it's bologna. I know this, but
This is looking like the scene from Ghost.
do you want to come stand behind me? Oh, my love. My darling, I seasoned bologna for you. Everything's seasoned up, ready to roll. Just gotta throw some meat in the smoker. So we're smoking in the garage today because it's piss pouring down the snow. So we got a fan set up so it takes all the smoke out. We're going to be smoking everything at 220 degrees in a electric smoker. I've already got my timer set. The smoker's preheated. I'm using peach wood. I'll go ahead and load up my smoker here. It's already preheated. this go for 4 hours, 220 degrees. Don't you dare open up that smoker. And now we wait. Roasted red potatoes. You're going to use red potatoes, Roma tomatoes, and sweet onion. Just rough cut your potatoes. Throw them in a sprayed down pan. Layer on your onions, and then your tomatoes on top. Just dicing up an onion to throw in the potatoes. So after you've diced up your onions, throw them in your potatoes, mix them around real good, and then you can start layering on your Roma tomatoes. Salt and pepper liberally, and then I like to hit it with a little bit of garlic powder, and then just add a little bit of garlic. Not a lot, just a little, because garlic makes everything better. And then you are going to hit these things with some butter. And I say some butter. Hey y'all, I'm Paula Dane. Basically what these potatoes are going to do is boil in butter. Edges are going to get all nice and brown. You have those little crispy pieces near the edges. So, once you put your butter on, you're going to bake it at 425 for like an hour and a half. Now, if you notice that your potatoes and tomatoes aren't getting brown on top when you stir them, and your butter isn't boiling, crank it up to 450. So whenever I make greens, I like to use kale. I mean, mustard greens are good, collards are good. I just always grab kale. Get your stems out of it. Break your leaves up. So, whenever you're stripping kale, start here on the back where there's no leaves. Make like a little scissor, claw, whatever you want to call it. And just pulls right out. Oh, that's the sauce. You don't get the sauce. You don't have to use barbecue sauce. Dry rub's good too. Find the sauce that works for you. I like to make my own. It's pretty good. But I've been working on my recipe for every bit of 20 years. I made some homemade bacon. I'm getting ready to make some more. But this was just all the little fiddly pieces that was left over. This is going to be the base for my greens. Look how pretty that is. I mean, it turned out pretty good. Alright, I'm just dicing up bacon for the greens. Get your greens on the stove. Add 2 of the squishy bouillon. I use chicken. Put them on medium. Cover them up. Let them go. Stir the sauce. Let's get this meat out of the damn smoker. Oh, it smells good. Look at that. Yeah, those are tender, those are done. potatoes. You see they're swimming in butter right here, right? Yeah, you see the butter? So what you do is you take one of these sweet Hawaiian rolls, and as if it wasn't a clogged artery enough, but the butter soaks up some of the tomato, and then you get the good bite. Vital information, just need you to know. Now, it's time for you.